everybody, welcome back to the SaltyyShow, and welcome back to our Total War Rome 2 Empire Divided campaign as the Palmyra Empire, episode 16. Hope you guys are doing well today, and if you are, like and subscribe as always. And welcome, guys, to the final episode of 2024. Starting off next week, you will be getting the new series that will cover my December wedding getaway, basically. And I do hope you enjoy. So we're going to make this episode count as best we can. In the last episode, to catch you up to speed, just in case you didn't watch it, we've really started to begin our offensive in the east. Finally, Zenobia and her legions are starting to push through Media Magna and slowly relieving the beleaguered defenders of Amphora. They've been defending that city and the eastern flank for years beyond counting almost at this point against the eastern forces. So we're finally going on the offensive and pushing the enemy back. With that, we have the Legion of Armenia, who we have given the credit to of taking the province or the kingdom. They will continue their push in Media. I do actually think we're going to do covert operations, so it's going to give them night attacks. And Zenobia is actually fit, I think, potentially to make her way south. It's either that or we would try to push. Lydia appears to be making moves. Man, their research tree must be bugged. They have nothing good. Meanwhile, Galatia is sitting with a tier 3 military building. That is just not good for us. I definitely don't want to pull her out, but a legion over there is really starting to become a huge priority.
Make haste.
Let's go ahead and start making our way. They're no risk, they're no risk. They're not really a risk either, neither are they. Let's actually make our way. Do we push to Ctesiphon? I think we do. I think we can push to Ctesiphon. I don't know. Do we want her to take it, or do we want her to try it? Either way, going this way seems to be the right thing to do. And they have a nice, strong little pike garrison. They will easily hold a walled settlement. And he should be able to take Gazaca next turn. Of course, my co-host is with me for today's episode, so if the squeaker gets kind of annoying, I do apologize. He's got a lot of new toys as Christmas is right around the corner. It's not good. We don't have it for Christmas. He's not getting his presents early. No worries. I think we're ready to end our turn. Yeah. I do want to highlight as well, look out for a post and a video being released December 2nd, I believe. It will be the end of the year recap. And it's going to talk about the things I want to do in 2025, along with giving you guys some well-deserved credit for an amazing year on YouTube here. Couldn't do it without you guys. This hobby's been crazy good. Oh no! Our people have lived in filth for so long that now a terrible plague. Darn. Likes Easterners and foul mouth. If that's the case, there was a hostile fleet. I don't see him anymore. Huh. There was a hostile fleet in this area, so I do want to watch out for that. But for now, yeah, let's keep it. You also like Easterners, don't you? You do. Man, they both got that. Well, spending time in those areas will do that to you. Let's do. That research is nice. It'll increase his authority as well and give him that extra morale. You're good for now. So he got a lot of. He did tank our economy just a little bit with the auxiliary Libyan infantry, who are pretty good, honestly. Having them in the fight is a big plus for us. I think with that we're going to get rid of the cannon fodder Egyptian infantry. Let's see, we'll keep the camels because they're fairly cheap. Putting them in ports will be fine. Next turn he'll be able to start recruiting pikes. I don't think I want to grab any more Libyan infantry. Very quickly, what are we going to get? We are going to get spearmen, and they're pretty good. So in fact, we could actually have him come over here. Well, looks like they were defeated. As soon as the Nasamones fall, I do believe we'll be on a time crunch, and we will need to prepare our western Egyptian border with Numidia, the governor of Numidia, because I think he's going to attack. I think once they're out of targets there, they will be coming for us. Elsewhere, I would really love to ally with Libya, or Lydia, but they are unable to broker peace with the Gothi. And in fact, I don't like the fact that they now have an army on the border.
The gods bless us with your presence.
I would love for you to just saw it off. I do not want to have to deal with the barbarians on our border. Especially if they try to cross. That is a no-no on our end. We do not want that. A lot of good. I really love the auxiliary recruitment system. I know I've said it before, but I will say it again. Alright, over here we definitely need a shrine. And if anything, I would do a military barracks.
We're ready.
She is ready to assault Gazaca. Their garrison is weak and faltering. We don't want them to link up with any of their armies here.
How can I help?
Let's go ahead and grab her and move her over here.
Moving unseen.
They have a lot of forces that are weak. That one is full, but
My wits and words are yours.
definitely
Ever in
not worth
service
it.
to Rome,
Let's go ahead and move you back.
making my way.
Okay, so there is a Sassanid. Okay, it's a weak stack. That's good. Sassanid. That is not an army to be worried about.
Ready for battle.
I do actually think
For the people.
As you request.
we are going to fortify her here. Yeah,
On the move.
because I want to grab a. I guess we'll do another, maybe another camel spearman. We have a strong. The pikes are kind of useless, and I don't like having just 3 cav.
As you request.
Yeah, give us another camel spearman. This army. I'm tempted to pull this force back. It really just depends on where that army goes. But I'm tempted to pull this army back, build up a new legion to hopefully deal with Galatia before they become an issue. Will it work out that well? I don't know. But I do think we're going to do that.
We're ready.
Unfortunately, this army is going to get pestilence, I believe, but I don't want to abandon the city just in case. Alright, over here, you will need... If we're going to go toe-to-toe with legions, we actually need some proper troops, and that's going to cost a pretty expensive penny, especially since we still have plenty of forces lying about. Public order over here will fix itself rather quickly.
We're ready.
I do think a little... Get rid of one of these slingers, make it a 10 stack. They'll be fine.
We are ready.
Those forces okay. Soon enough, we might be able to free this legion up. Do we have military access with you?
My
We
friend.
do not.
You honor this place with your arrival. I, your humble servant. Our haggling
I do want
must,
military
I think,
access with you.
continue a little longer. Your proposal,
Oh dear
the
God.
gods gave you a clever tongue, but you have not yet used it to say what I
Let's
need
try to up the
hear.
stakes here. Alright. There we go.
I came as a
An
suppliant,
expensive treaty,
and the
but
gods have
it'll allow
granted
us to
you
deal with
generosity
this
and
army.
abundance. I agree to all.
We have an extremely, I think, a pretty... You don't get towers in a fort attack. We have an abundance of range, though. That's the issue. They don't really have a lot at all. Do they get towers in fort battles? I cannot remember for the life of me. I would love to free that army up.
The queen is ready. Speak. I'm listening.
For now, I do think it's gonna have to wait. I'm just not comfortable enough pushing. You're still well within range to reinforce if needed next turn. Alright,
What do you wish of me?
let's go ahead and move her south. I actually maybe want to move her this way. We want to make sure this road isn't taken advantage of. So we want to make sure that they don't try to go around us.
Ready for battle.
And she is poised and ready to go. I think we're going to take Gazaca. Oh yeah, alright. Gazaca shall fall to the might of the Legion of Armenia. Hello everybody and welcome to the Siege of Gazaca. As the enemy sits idle, they are going to happily let us sit here and rain death upon their poor levy forces. Oh, there goes the standard bearer. This poor unit barely had any forces to begin with. But their general is going to happily sit back here for a while and let his men die. We do need to be careful as they have quite a few range units, but we're going to let ours do their work. Slingers have a lot of ammunition, and we're going to make sure that we use a good chunk of it. In the meantime, we are eventually going to focus on this little pocket over here as it has a good couple of cav units that will be able to really start to pincer in. And we're going to deal with their range units during this whole skirmishing phase. If the AI is willing to let us do this, we are going to. We don't want to lose too much as the episode will go on. We will see really the enemy armies is not what we need to fear. We are bringing in. We're going to start moving in our spearmen and prepare for the official assault. Let's get our javelin. Lovely couple of javelin throws, most going into the enemy's shield, but getting some kills here and there. And they are prepared. Another volley. Oh, that one getting a lot more kills. But our camels are in place. They're ready to assault the enemy. But we are going to lead the attack with our spearmen first. We don't want to lose our mobility. Our slinger is going to pelt the poor enemy. We are going to take a couple casualties, but in we go. And now that's going to trigger our camels. We are going to start to encircle the enemy. Going to try and be smart with our camel uses, only using 1 or 2 units at a time as best we can. And soon enough, we're going to move our second line of spearmen up to this main point. But we are going to make swift work of these poor Persians. Well, that guy's not. He's dead, but we have encircled this little pocket while maintaining a good reserve. We're actually spending this camel unit to stop the forces over here from fleeing and also from throwing any more jabs at us, which is actually going to trigger a lot of their units that were in reserve. Reinforcements are on the way though, and this pocket of resistance for the enemy is about to be broken entirely. Got a good amount of javelin throws into the rear of the enemy, which is really going to destroy their line. And it's time we move our men up. We don't want to take too many casualties as they have quite a bit of range. One unit is going to get in here on the charge there, encircle the enemy, and help out our camel warriors. Ooh, very nice. We're gonna let them have it though. Pull our camels out. We've secured this point, and we are moving around the far flank of the settlement. And we are doing a good job of... They're not doing a good job, but we're doing a good job of holding back any infantry the enemy have. The general himself has gotten into a bit of a melee here too, thankfully against our spear-armed warriors, who should make pretty quick work of the cataphract. Do apologize about some of the barking, everybody. But with the pocket of resistance, we've broken them there. They've committed over here with their couple of skirmishers. We're sending forth our slingers and our pikes, and our cav should be, yes, we're now sending them around to mop up any of the remaining skirmishers we have sitting in wait here, as we've broken most of their infantry. All that remains are their skirmishers, and as you can see, we are dealing with them extremely quickly. But with it, and the fact that Winston and Ava are getting into it, the city is ours, and you guys will just get to watch some of the last little bit of slaughter that they have. And with that, another eastern settlement falls. We should be good to occupy. We're negative 23 right now.
For the people.
It only went up a tiny bit. 16, that's fine. We're getting a military complex there, so we don't need that. Don't need that. Convert that, and let's grab... That poor camel spearman got eviscerated. You know what? I think they'll be fine, actually. They're going to continue to hold. We've taken Gazaca. She's within close enough range to where we should. Keyword be should. We're going to need to have her here. Because as there's only a couple settlements, it's still dangerous as there's lots of roads for the enemy to get through until we can secure probably Ekbaktana. I mean, the nearest settlement on this the northern coast here is on Draka, and that is far away. It is deep into eastern territories. Alright, but with that secured, I think we're ready to end our turn. We do have a bit of cash to spend, and I'd rather do that. Spend it or upgrade armies here. Ooh. What is it going to give us? Shields? Probably shields. I don't think that's worth it. We should be making fairly decent income from farming. Yeah, 50% from farming. So with that, Soda, let's make you a cattle because you'll be breaking in. We could reduce that public order problem though, and get replenishment for just 50. Now we're gonna get the cattle. Banditry is a bit of an issue in this province though. I'm surprised. Regions, trade routes.
Ready for battle.
If we do that, nope, doesn't work. Okay. Nothing there will work. That is all our cash spent. Let's end the turn and see what happens. If you, I'll update you guys. Well, never mind. I'm sure we can see it, but the western half of the Mediterranean is doing. It's an interesting situation going on. Also, I heard somebody do something with the Sassanids. Someone got killed. Someone was hurt. I heard that. That was an army change. I swear to God, who was it and what did they do? Because that could really throw us off. An enemy demon failed to bribe. Okay, well that's fine. Research agreement. Our enemy was wounded. Life lessons. As soon as Bullet passed the sentence, a brief silence fell over the hall. First, the sorry merchant sobbed. +1 authority. Good job. High tax rate, low trust. Yeah, okay, sure. Subversion. Cartel was destroyed. Oh, they managed to. Who was it? It was a legion. Oh, it was a cohort unit. Never mind. I would say, Jesus, they managed to get a legionary unit to rout. Lydia, where are you going? Lydia, shouldn't you be dealing with Galatia, maybe? That seems like a far more valuable use of your time. But what do I know? Alright, so we got that so that we could get this, I believe. Or that. They're both pretty good. We could also get that. It's only 6 turns. 6 turns, 30% reinforcement range. That's pretty good. Wow. I do think we're going to get that, though, because it's just more movement in general. So yeah, they're now plagued with pestilence. It reduces morale and interrupts their replenishment. It doesn't actually take away from them, though. That's interesting. Looks like Maine is heading for Sestafon. Let's go ahead.
As you command.
Alright, yeah, they do have an army there. Deploy her there.
Treading softly.
And I want her
That is
moving.
beyond even my considerable talents.
Alright, Gazaca. I guess we'll do food. And let's get a villa here.
We're ready.
So you're gonna try and hold. They do have. These armies are nothing, really. Let's keep. What? Let's keep you there. We actually don't have anybody extra. We could get a 3rd spy. That could be helpful.
For the people.
Alright, you. Somebody needs to deal with that army. It is kind of annoying. But we could. They're in fortified stance, but we could move Zenobia over here. And that would push them. I wonder. That would put her at odds potentially, though, with this army here. I'd rather her be on this side. Let's see if we can finally free the. All right, so they've pushed that side. Damn. I was worried that was gonna happen. Let's grab another cohort unit for her since one of them was bribed. And he can't do anything.
Leave none alive.
You could.
At once.
We're gonna cross the river there, though. Hopefully, finally freeing up this army at Dura Europus. You're doing fine. You're okay. This garrison definitely needs to stay there for now. If we dismantle you, does it cause public order problems? It doesn't say. We would lose 2 and 2 sanitation, but I mean, it is what it is. Alani did take them down. They have quite a couple... Alright, they have a good few armies. Thankfully, we're still friendly with them. Alright. I forgot we had this fleet here. That's actually hilarious. I did truly forget we had this fleet. It's a good thing we didn't need it, that's for sure. What are you giving us benefit-wise? +4 public order. Friendly provinces. You like Easterners. You're definitely not the best. You know, I'm tempted. Let's just disband this army. Actually free up a legion for once. Yeah, they're still +9. I'm okay with that. Because this force here is the one we're worried about. Alright, I don't like Numidia having a army within striking range of Ammonium. Let's go ahead and move to Maginus here. They are now within reinforcing range. Now, granted, they could easily just be trying to take on the Nasamones. It's fine, I get it, but it is definitely a risk I'm not willing to take. Other than pikemen, I mean, I do think this army is fairly done. We do not need to get a huge stack going. Very quickly, let's head here. Because I do want to get the auxiliary archers. Is there a hostile fleet over here anywhere? Not. There it is. That's the army I was talking about. The Shah of Merigon is sailing what appears to be towards our direction. So, recruiting 2 legions down here, I do unfortunately think is appropriate. We need defensive legions in Egypt. And we need them quickly. Let's take a look at our political situation. A -10. But our risk is 0 still. That is lovely. It is wonderful. One of you should be in... Yeah, this guy. He's traveling now. It's fine. He's by far not the worst character to have at home. And it does appear... We might be able to get another... I can't believe Lydia appears to be making their way east to try and take on... Wow, Media is actually on the fucking doorstep of the way out. Well, I forgot they have a... Never mind, they have an area up there, but Bactria...
Before you...
Man, I'm surprised if this was any other game, Bactria would probably try to break free.
Please accept us.
They definitely wouldn't be staying loyal to the Sassanids considering they rival their size. Get another intern in there and see what happens. But as you can see there, I didn't really show you all, but the Roman pretenders are actually pushing up through the southern boot of Italy, retaking some land from Gallic Rome, as Gallic Rome was definitely trying to hold their western kingdom together. And they're doing a pretty good job at it. Unfortunately, the agents look like they're targeting that army that was trying to cross the river. This is really the only part the Sassanids have been winning at, is defeating, or their agent spam has been numerous. They have, what, 9 agents total? Because their kingdom probably, we now rival them. That's a lot. Right. Subversion, that's fine. Construction, household reports. Causing them to disband. 3 disbanded armed units.
Skills are yours.
Sheesh, dude. Alright.
How can I be of assistance?
I'd much rather have constant eyes closer here. Thank you. That's something we're going to need to pay attention to. Alright, and the Sassanids are doing the same over here. These armies are extremely weak. No ranged whatsoever to speak of. We have a strong contingent of pikes. They should hold. However, that's a problem. And you can't make it there in time. Okay. And yeah, 3 units disbanded here. Looks like it was primarily Cav. This army has pulled back. The Sassanid Shah is there. They are definitely trying to bring the pain. I think... Sheesh. Alright, maybe you need to go to Dura Europus instead. Let's actually get them to go here. For now, we're gonna just not worry about Galatia for as long as we can. And hope that we're gonna continue to get lucky. Because Dura Europus needs defended. This army is now losing sanitation. Or it is now losing units. That's not good. Shoot, that is really not good. I don't think any of these armies can make it there in one turn. That is gonna be an issue. We're still suffering from an outbreak there, and it's not been fixed. However, we have 2 legions coming up.
Ready for advance.
I fight for the people.
At your command.
Unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to just keep him as 17 stack because we need a legion over here. He unfortunately does like Easterners, I think, so it's gonna affect our culture change. We definitely need pikes. And let's... I'm not super worried. It's all melee except their general. What are you gonna give us? Alright. Phrygia is actually the one with the military building, which is great. So that means they're gonna get a pretty good garrison. What is it, a 9? They could try to recruit mercenaries. I don't know. I think we've got time. But that could be my undoing, thinking we have time. Especially since the mercenary Persian light infantry are extremely cheap. Let's get the mercenary Persian light infantry just to hold us over. And we'll start recruiting. We'll get 3 vigiles in that army just to bolster our ranks.
For the people.
I would love to deal with those guys, but they're across the river. Lydia does appear to be coming to do that job for us. Meanwhile, they're still kicking.
Commander.
Man, I hate the fact that you like Easterners. That is really going to upset the cultural balance of this region, but whatever.
We hunger for battle.
We'll have you garrison here. Or, well,
We hunger for battle. It is a great and glorious thing to die for.
let's grab 2 of them.
At your command.
We definitely need some pikes. I would love a couple pikemen.
Ready for orders.
They're not immediately at risk, so... I'll tell you what, actually.
Commander. Advance.
Move him back. Let's have you grab the pikes.
Come. Fight for Rome.
4 pikes. Might be 2 each,
At your
maybe.
command.
I think that'd be a good defensive little army over there in the west. It depends really on what the Numidian factions bring. I don't see the hostile fleets anywhere in the south there.
Ready for orders.
We have 3 legions here, and we really need to start making them move. We need to mop up this. One of these armies needs to mop these guys up so that they can secure our rear guard. I'm not worried about these armies. They are recruiting a new force at Bakhtan. And Media has 2 new armies as well. And the Sassanid king is bringing something up himself. So lots of war. Let's get hopefully 1 more intern in there. Oh, no wait, I meant to do that. Never mind. Okay, I was worried. Now, our economy really pulled back. We finally invested in it just a little bit. God, the Sassanid agents, I can feel them. Why haven't they died yet? It's been like 20 years. Come on. Either way, it's fine. We'll have to just make do somehow. Alrighty. And nothing of note from any of the other factions. Good. For the most part, our borders are secured where we don't have legions. This woman has proven herself political favor or another important character. I'd rather get loyalty for now. Trade with the Nesmones is no longer possible. Numidia has conquered them. Damn. Oh my god, can we please stop liking Easterners so much? It's really, really rough, y'all. Alright, so who did they bribe this time?
Ready for orders.
I am listening.
Yeah, okay, this is becoming very problematic. They're able to bribe our armies. Alright, their forces here. And they still have a unit there. Oh, okay, we can see who they are there. That's good.
My skills, they will never see.
Deploy her.
How can
Deploy her. Very nice. We got extra line of sight there. Alright, you guys can get disbanded. They are definitely not at risk anymore. That culture should fix itself. We need to deal with them soon. Dora Europus will remain protected. The fact that they are diminishing, oof, that garrison is struggling. And I really don't know what to do about it.
Speak. I'm listening.
Well,
I fight for the people.
Alright, let's go to the side that's doing okay for now. I'm almost tempted to get rid of the cav. Or at least make it just 1 cav. We don't need much in a city defense. You've got a nice amount of pikemen now, though. 124 versus 171. Honestly, it's more important to have the pikes. Far more important to have the pikes. So they'll relieve the command of that force there. Alright. Ooh, sorry everybody. One of the other dogs is starting to demand attention. I really... Ooh, Maine has taken that. That is an interesting conquest, but I'm glad I noticed. Fingers crossed that might actually take some pressure off of us, as our legions here are in no position really to move right now. We need to try to lay claim to the enemy there.
As you request.
Our forces at Hatra shall remain. I'll tell you what, I've not done much this episode or this turn, so I think what we're going to do is call it here. We're still at the start of the episode, or the start of the turn, so I can make some food for thought when I finally come back to this campaign. But I hope you enjoyed today's battle, a nice little taste at Gazaca, and we are finally on the offensive, true and proper. We've made a lot of conquests in the last couple episodes, finally pushing the Eastern Empires back. They've licked their wounds and they're ready to retaliate, but I think we've got it under control. The most important part is we need to watch out for these agents. They're able to bribe our army into smithereens, and that is kind of troubling. We are definitely losing some solid units that we need to be careful about.
What do you wish?
And we don't have
The queen is ready.
any agent that
As you
truly
request.
stands a chance
Fight
at
for the people.
eliminating. Well, you got a 15. That's not too bad.
The queen is ready.
We could get more agents that are skilled at assassination, maybe. Yeah, like you've got an extra little bit of assassination attempt chance.
My sword is yours.
So we might need to look towards trying to mitigate the agent problem here. I hesitate to try and get a mod to fix it just because I don't want the save to break. I would be heartbroken because this campaign has been a blast, but the Sassanids are truly stopping us in our tracks right now at Hatra due to the agent spam. But I don't think we're not down and out. No worries there. But that is the last episode of 2024, everybody, and we have managed to make it another episode with most achievements intact except one. If you enjoyed today's battles and today's episode, like and subscribe as always. And I have been your host, Saltyy, and my co-host, Winston. And we will catch you in the new year and in the next episode. But until then, peace out.